if you're really smart, looking good for the press. If you're really smart, if you are depressed, if you're really smart, you should do with Zoey. You should do with Zoey. If you're really smart, if you're really smart, looking good for the press. If you're really smart, then I do what Zoey says. Do what Zoey says. You ain't listening to Zoey says.
Yeah, are you there? Sorry, I always gotta start the episodes off like that, as per usual. Welcome back. This is Zoey Says, episode 2 of season 2. I want everyone to know that I had 2 donuts today. And the thing about donuts, everyone wants to know about why is there a hole in the donut? And I actually have the research here about why that is. So in 1971, the first donut was invented at the establishment called Donuts for Everybody. It was a restaurant called Donuts for Everybody. And even though they did say Donuts for Everybody, it wasn't. It was only for the elite white people in the community who were able to enjoy the Donuts for Everybody. And it was sort of a double entendre because it's like, we'll give you donuts if you're white. We'll give you donuts if you're rich and you're white. So most of the people weren't able to enjoy the donuts. So for that reason, they made another thing called Donuts Actually for Everybody. But because donuts are expensive, and they wanted to actually do it for everybody actually, because it was called Donuts for Everybody actually, they had to cut costs. Because originally the donut was like a full thing. It was like a full loaf. So they were like, how do we cut costs? We need actually donuts for everybody actually. So how are we going to do it? So I'm still reading this. So far, I haven't stopped reading this whole time I've been reading the article. They cut a hole in the donut. And they served the big one with like the regular donut for the white people, and then all the other people, the black people, the Latino people, all the other races could only have the holes. So it was donuts for everybody actually, but the portions, they never said anything about the portions. So, and then in 1960, they opened up another location called Krispy Kreme. And then they like remarketed it because like donuts for everybody actually, they were getting a lot of bad rep. It was also kind of a wordy name. So I'm just kidding. It's like just a different website. Yeah, no, I am shopping for markers. Like this whole time I've been shopping for markers. I recently was at the store. I was on a run. Whenever I run, anytime I run for like a mile, half a mile, I need to go stop somewhere and reward myself because I am so hardworking with the running. So I went to Michael's and I bought markers to mark up some pieces of paper. So far I draw an Ursula. Coloring pages are hard because it's like, oh, that'll be easiest for kids. But there's so many intricate details. I have to do each blade of grass, I have to do flotsam, I have to do jetsam also. It's like a whole process. So it's like a 200 plus page coloring book. And I'm like thinking, oh, that's fun. I'm going to color every single paper. It's been like a week and I still can't get through Ursula. But she is plus sized, so there is a lot to draw. Yeah, and that's not saying like, it's crazy that like in real life, like plus sized people eat more food. And in the paper world, they eat more ink. It's interesting. And I can say that because I know of a plus-sized person, my grandmother. She's huge, bigger than my room. She breaks wood whenever she goes up the stairs because men get so unaroused, their penis falls off. She breaks wood. That's funny. Okay, so I really am in a rush. Such a rush, because I do have work in minutes. I should be at work in minutes. What time is it? Okay, forget it. So I don't have a positive. I don't have a grievance. However, I did have a dream last night, and I'm gonna talk about my dream. She's gonna talk about her dream right now. Yes. So I was, when you wake up from a dream and it's like, whew, that was a dream. That was my experience this morning. Like, I'm at Culver's. Hi, welcome to Culver's. Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. Can I get some cheese curds and those pretzel bites? Out of pretzel bites. Everybody dies. And so when I woke up, I was like, oh, okay, I'm alive. Oh my gosh. But you know what? Sometimes when you eat at Culver's, you don't even need to be killed because the food will do it for you. Bars. Because honestly, I've never gone to Culver's and seen like anyone that isn't like a size 16. Every size is beautiful. Every size is so gorgeous. And you know what? I eat sometimes like I'm a size 26. Hi, Crumble Cookies. Let me talk about what I got. So this week they have the pumpkin. It's crazy. Like the Crumble box is so fun to me. Like I have so many flies in my room, but I refuse to get rid of it because it's just such a fun little box. It's pink, Crumble, registration, whatever the R means. So let's look that up. What does the R mean on Crumble? What does the R mean? So I got the caramel pumpkin with icing. Super good. The Kentucky butter cake. What does the R? I gotta sometimes. One of these days I gotta not go for the crumble and go for the the cauliflower. Brussels sprouts, something else. The meaning of R depends heavily on its context. It can represent the 18th letter of the English alphabet, the symbol for the set of real numbers. Okay, so that's not what I actually meant. The R is a trademarks where if trademarks or basketball, the R superscript single would be the NBA. And the TM would be the pickup games at your local gym. Shade. The R on a product means that it's a registered trademark, meaning the brand name or logo is protected by. It's crazy that this is something that I actually record. So the audio cut out because I shut my laptop just then. We're back. So, yeah, I am so confused sometimes with where life is going. So let's get really deep. I'm currently on my way to work. I should be. I'm still here. And I really do want to make a big change at work. Sometimes I fantasize about them being because I work at a restaurant, everybody knows that. I sometimes fantasize about them being everyone's quitting. We're going to give you the restaurant. Make something out of it. And then me changing the name, changing the layout, and me doing all of it. And my face being the logo. I do fantasize about this. I fantasize it more than I fantasize about, white people putting their dick in the hole where the donut is. I fantasize it more than I fantasize about being around my daddy for the holidays. I fantasize about it a lot. And I know it'll never happen, but I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, I do think I'm getting there. The other day, I put an order in, and my manager took the food to the table, and he said, "Nice job putting in the food with the right at the right table." Because before I had done 3 orders at the wrong table. So he finally saw okay, you pick up. Eventually you pick up. I don't know what that means. I think it means that I'm headed somewhere. I don't know. So let me talk about some positives and grievances. Positive, I had 2 donuts today. I had a cream cheese and then, yeah, right, cream cheese, what? And then I had an apple fritter. That's not a donut. What are you talking about? Yeah, I know. I had a donut and I had an apple fritter. But I also had a peanut butter and jelly donut. And it's nice to eat a peanut butter and jelly donut, but it's better just to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. Go, go, go. Get that shit out of here. We don't need that shit. Get that shit out of here. I still got to put on my makeup. I still got to look nice. Let's finish this out. Grievances. My dream. Did I talk about my dream? That was not the right dream. When I talked about Culver's, that was a joke. But it wasn't a joke because it's gun violence. So let's talk about actually what the dream was. there was this green fog that was infecting the entire population of my city, and no one was taking it seriously. And it was like kind of alien in the fact that it was alive and that like it had consciousness and it had like evil inside of the fog. Like the fog was actually like an alien, but it was a person. Like, you know how like aliens aren't humans? Like everyone's like in all the movies, it's like aliens are actually like they have arms and they have legs, but aliens could also just be fog. It could be a dust or something that comes to Earth, and it's a form you wouldn't even think is an alien, but it is, and has consciousness, and it was killing people, and it was causing people to run into the street, and it was sort of like you shouldn't talk too loud because it can hear you. It was scary, and the whole world was ending, and I was like, ugh, another fucking pandemic. It's COVID-19 all over again, but not actually like it's affecting me because fog doesn't care about age. It doesn't care about race, religion. When that world's ending, you don't got the money in your pocket. No one can see me too because it's backlit. But this is kind of like, I feel like I'm in like witness protection. I should disguise my voice. I can do impressions. Skirm, berm, skirm, skirm, berm. That was good. That was also a whole different language, in my opinion. But like I was saying something. I won't say what it was. But like the fog like would talk like that. And it was killing people left and right. No one was taking it seriously. That scared me. That's pretty much it for this episode. However, I do want to say, I want to give some shout outs. I want to shout out to all of football right now. Football is going on in the United States. And so to people overseas watching, just know that football's happening over here. You can't see my face. I'm pumping the roof. Iowa State, Iowa University, Baylor, SMU, San Jose, Longhorns. I thought that was a steakhouse. It's a university. Hello. All right, goodbye. maybe I should do a quote. Okay, get up and move around. Unless you're Rosa Parks. Damn. Okay, this will be the only episode I talk about race.
We're listening to Zoey Says.